and namaskar to all the dignitaries on stage, including Honorable Shri Apurva Chandra, our INB Minister, Government of India. I'm sure digitally he'll be connected with us. And Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he was supposed to join us, but somebody told me he was busy with the cabinet meeting. And of course, Jyoti ji, great, well said, all power to women representation. And Eknath Shinde ji, he's not here, Mr. Shri Apurva President FICCI and Managing Director, Indian Metals and Ferroalloys Limited. Shri Apurva Chandra, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. And Ashish ji, also Shailesh ji, and of course Burak Deniz, who was supposed to join us, but उनकी flight वापस चली गई. मुझे लगा Indians के साथ ऐसा होता है, but he'll be dearly missed. और सुबह सुबह मेरे मन में ख्याल भी आया है कुछ. Like it's too early in the morning. Really sorry अगर इसका नाम मैं भूल गया हूँ तो, because apart from Akshay Kumar, there are other actors who don't get up early, wake up early, so it's a little difficult. It's an early start, of course, relatively. और सुबह सुबह मेरे मन में ख्याल आया था. In fact, 2 years back I had written something called अलमारी की खुशबू. It goes like, बहुत दिनों बाद तुम्हारी अलमारी खोली, बहुत दिनों बाद तुम्हारी अलमारी खोली और मिला तुम्हारी खुशबू से. वो खुशबू जो जिसे मैं जानता था, पहचानता था तुमसे भी बेहतर, और वो खुशबू रह जाती थी तुम्हारे जाने के बाद भी उस अलमारी में. आज मेरा मन किया कि उस खुशबू को एक बक्से में बंद करके ले जाऊंगा अपने साथ, और रोज मिलूंगा तुम्हें थोड़ा थोड़ा, रोज मिलूंगा तुम्हें थोड़ा. So this is the kind of love I share with the mega city Mumbai. ये अलमारी की खुशबू is like ऊर्जा. ये शहर की ऊर्जा की तरह है. It's that energy which really helped me in my initial days. And whenever I go for outdoors or for events or for shoots, I take that energy with me. It really helps me to work. सन 2008 में एक लड़का आया था चंडीगढ़ से एक्टर बनने के लिए. As soon as I touched down in Mumbai, this was this infinite energy which really helped me. इस ऊर्जा ने मेरी बहुत मदद की थी. लोकल ट्रेन में धक्के खाने से लेकर ऑडिशन की लाइनों में लगने तक. I'm really glad that the city has accepted me. Thank you Mumbai for being really democratic with talents and passions. And today I stand in front of you as an opinion leader, as a bona fide opinion leader amongst these esteemed dignitaries. ये शहर मेरा है मुंबई, और इस शहर ने बहुत कुछ सिखाया है. It's like a give and take relationship between Mumbai and me. और ये मेरी कर्मभूमि है, और ये वो कर्मभूमि है जिसे भारतवर्ष की कहानियों को वो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर लेकर गई है और हिंदुस्तान का नाम रोशन किया है. 10 years back, I had gone to this place called Madumalai Wildlife Sanctuary. It's at the tri-junction of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And I witnessed firsthand the relationship between man and animal. I never thought in 2023 that relationship would be told worldwide and it'll give us an Oscar. कहानी का सार ये है कि जितना अपनी जड़ों से जुड़ेंगे उतना ही आगे जाएंगे. The more local we go, more global we reach, as they say. Our film industry is at the cusp of global greatness, and I'm fortunate to be living at this time where the world has become a creative melting pot of culture. India is being looked at as a creative juggernaut, and our industry is being welcomed globally. I thank you again for inviting me to this event, prestigious event. I will always aspire to contribute in the world of cinema through my craft and the choices I make, to the stories I tell. Thank you so much. Suprabhat.
Asia's largest annual global convention for media and entertainment. Very far away from my industry, but I'm here in my capacity as President FICCI, and this is certainly one of our premier events, and I absolutely had to be here. So over the years, Frames has gone on to become the definitive event in this sector, and indeed a platform for all stakeholders to get together and discuss the challenges and opportunities. And as the Indian media and entertainment industry undergoes a digital revolution, this is indeed a pivotal moment in time, and as I said, I'm delighted to be here with all of you. If I were to talk about the industry, of course, you are all from the industry and stalwarts and are fully aware, but if I were to just go through some of the data points, it's clearly on an upward trajectory, growing at a CAGR of 10.5% over the last several years. leading to projected revenues of 2.86 trillion rupees by 2025. And in 22-23, the year just gone by, despite all the challenges, it grew at an above average rate of 11.4%, which speaks volumes of the industry's resilience and its potential to create new opportunities in a rapidly evolving landscape. There's a vast and varied consumer base with insatiable appetite for content in multiple languages. And I think what is driving the change is the willingness of consumers especially to embrace new technologies. And of course, the consumption of content in different formats has increased significantly.
I have been told that I'm not allowed to go off script, so I'm going to try and stick to the script as much as possible, but try and speak from my heart as well. So, first of all, a very good morning to all the dignitaries present here today, Mr. Chandra, Mr. Shubhrakant Panda, Ayushmann, Ashish and Mr. Shailesh, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you for coming from far and wide at this very wonderful venue. So very warm welcome to all of you. It's an honor and pleasure to be here today, looking into the future of a powerful and dynamic industry. These are exciting times for content, commerce and industry, which are the perennial pillars of the media and entertainment business, growing exponentially, fueled by technological innovation. India is proudly leading the charge, taking our mantra of Make in India and show the world. The rich and diverse history of our stories has evolved from over the last 90 years, from Alamara, the first Indian talkie, to now the Elephant Whisperers, a story from our nation's heartlands making waves internationally. Quite literally, the world dances to the tune of our Natu Natu as India's voice rings proudly in the global entertainment landscape.
20 editions ago, alright, where I wrote one small section on the events industry then. And then of course I went to other consulting firms. I came back and now this is the 6th year in a row that we are releasing this report. And I must thank you for all the love because we get a lot of good feedback. We get a lot of bouquets and brickbats from the report. We can't please everyone, so please bear with that this time. And with that, I'll go into summarizing the 404 pages that we've put out for you in the report. It is free from download from ey.com/in, so please feel free to take your copy from there. Could I have the presentation now? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly start with the sizing. As an industry, for the first time this year, we crossed the 2 lakh crore or 2 trillion rupee size, and I think we need to put our hands together for that. Because after getting debilitated in COVID, where we fell by over 23%, I think we've had 2 successful years of revival, and it just shows the resilience of the creative industry that many other industries still haven't reached their pre-COVID levels, but we have actually managed that, so that's a great thing. Interestingly, the size of 2.1 lakh crores does not include the size of data charges that are used to consume all the digital content, the music, the news, the gaming. So this year what we did is we said, let's try and estimate that number as well. Then how much out of the almost 2 lakh crores that people pay for data, retail data, is consumed in media. We found that number to be 90,000 crores. Right? So now if I add that on to the 2.1 lakh crores, we're talking about a 3 lakh crore industry, which really puts us out there as a genuinely sizable industry contributing significantly to the GDP. And I think that's a very interesting take that we're seeing right now. Advertising also for the first time crossed 1 lakh crores in the country. But look at the breakup. Almost 48% was digital. Digital today is a 50,000 crore advertising market. This includes about 18 to 20,000 crores which small and medium businesses are spending on the platforms like search and social and OTT. And I think that itself is a huge strategy. So today if you look at it, digital advertising is larger than both television and print advertising together. And that itself is a big change that we've seen. I actually feel that this year we are like on the tipping point. We've got an industry which, if I include the data charges I was talking about, almost 50% of the industry is now digital. And we are among
the general challenges before the sector and how it is growing. So how is the government going to play the facilitator's role, sir, and regulate less?
टुडे आज जो है EY की रिपोर्ट को रिलीज़ किया गया, जिसमें ये दिखाई दिया कि वर्ष 2022 में मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट सेक्टर भारत का 2 लाख करोड़ का टर्नओवर क्रॉस कर गया है। और ये पहली बार हमारा ऐसा हुआ है जो हमने 2019 का जो प्री कोविड लेवल था उसको भी मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री ने पार कर दिया है। और पिछले वर्ष में मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री ग्रोथ लगभग 20% से अधिक की हुई है। ये एक बहुत क्रेडिटेबल सक्सेस स्टोरी है, क्योंकि मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट हमारा 20% प्रति वर्ष पे ग्रो कर रहा है। और अब हम जो है $25 बिलियन को भी क्रॉस कर चुके हैं। एंड वी आर श्योर दैट द मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री विल ग्रो एट अ very fast pace, much faster than the GDP of the country, and will continue to grow. And media entertainment sector now is being liked. What we are creating is being shown throughout the world. इस बार हमारे को 2 ऑस्कर मिले, जो हमने देखा कि RRR और एलिफेंट विस्परर, इनको 2 ऑस्कर भी मिले। और जो नेटफ्लिक्स, अमेजन पे और बाकी OTTs पे जिस तरह का हमारा कंटेंट जाता है वो पूरे वर्ल्ड में देखा जा रहा है, विविध भाषाओं में उसको कंज्यूम किया जा रहा है। और नेटफ्लिक्स और अमेजन के लोग बताते हैं कि कई देशों में जो हमारा कंटेंट है वो कई बार फर्स्ट 10 में आता है।
What are the minimum facilities are the media people are going to get, as we see, whether it's the filmmaker, whether it's the director, whether it's the producer,
Last time during the Cannes Film Festival, we had announced the incentive package for the shooting in India, for foreign films coming to India and shooting in India. The same extends to if any film does the animation, visual effects, gaming, etc. also in India. For that also we are giving incentives. Those incentives are very substantial. We have already released incentive over ₹1 crore to the first project, which is Inheritance. This project has been released that incentive last month in March, and now there are another 3 or 4 projects which are already in the pipeline. More and more projects are coming in. This incentive policy is a success, and we want more films to be shot in India.
So you spoke about one of the initiatives that you said, that the digitization, where fans and film enthusiasts can pay for digitization. What is that initiative?
With the support of fans, we would like more and more films to be digitized and restored. Currently, the National Film Heritage Mission is going on at Pune through NFDC. Now it has been handed over to NFDC. And there we are digitizing more than 3,000 films, 3,000 feature films and shorts also about 2,000. Then we are restoring about 2,000 such films. And government is spending almost 500 crore rupees on this project. All the contracts have been awarded, and new fresh vaults are also being created in Pune. But as I said, that only about 2,000 feature films are covered under restoration and about 3,000 in digitization, and the number of our heritage is very large. Government cannot pay for all the films, and so I call upon the fans and those who love films. We will come out with a list, and they can choose their own favorites, and we will come out with a scheme so that they can pay for the digitization and restoration, and we will do it through our.
So you spoke about
एक्सेलेंस के बारे में आपने बताया, नेशनल सेंटर फॉर एक्सेलेंस, तो मुंबई में कहाँ शुरू होने वाला है और कौन से कोर्सेज वहाँ पे रहेंगे?
नेशनल सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस के लिए महाराष्ट्र शासन ने हमें 20 एकड़ जगह गोरेगांव फिल्म सिटी के अंदर दी हुई है, और यहाँ पर हमें नेशनल सेंटर फॉर एक्सीलेंस बनाना है। पर अभी वहाँ पर हमें कंस्ट्रक्शन करने में कुछ समय लगेगा, क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्शन करते करते वहाँ 3-4 वर्ष का समय लगेगा। इसलिए हमारा विचार ये है कि जब तक वहाँ बनता नहीं है तब तक हमारे पेडर रोड के ऊपर जो फिल्म डिवीज़न का जो बिल्डिंग्स हैं वहाँ पर हम जो है उसमें टेम्प्रेरी रूप से क्लासेस शुरू कर सकें। अभी हमारे को गवर्नमेंट की परमिशन जैसे मिलती है केंद्र सरकार की, तो हम उसको FICCI और CIA की पार्टनरशिप के अंदर उसको चलाना चाहते हैं।
So in the past, NFDC has backed films like Gandhi, Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. You spoke about NFDC getting back into the entire idea of producing or backing films up. So what should we expect going forward, sir?
The NFDC was producing major films in the past. Of course, now NFDC is a co-producer of the film Mujib with government of Bangladesh. That film is almost ready. That is on the life of Mujibur Rahman, who is the father of Bangladesh, and that film is going to be released during this year. Apart from that, NFDC has budget to support small film producers. We are not into the large film game, and those who don't get really the opportunity to produce films on a larger scale, and because there are so many film producers and so much of talent in the country who would like to produce films, so we want to give them opportunity. Last year, a task force was created, as announced by the Honorable Finance Minister in the budget of 2022. The task force has submitted reports to the government. In that task force, the secretaries of skill development, secretaries of education, they were also represented, and the chairman AICT, he was also chairing a subgroup. So all those collective reports have come to the government, and the government is going to take its decision soon, so that skilling and education, they are the most important part to make to increase the workforce of animation, because that is an area where there are so many companies who are working in this particular area. What they require is trained manpower. Lot of all the major Hollywood productions and throughout the world, they come to our country for animation and visual effects. But manpower is a constraint, and we need to work on that.
So you
सर
spoke
कोरोना
about
के चलते सर OTT जो उसका बूमिंग हो रहा है, लेकिन फिल्मों की जो एक पिछवाड़ी मतलब पीछे जा रही है, इस बारे में गवर्नमेंट मिनिस्ट्री का क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन है?
नहीं, फिल्में पीछे नहीं जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि अब फिल्मों को भी
चल नहीं रही है।
फिल्मों को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गई है, जो OTT भी एक जो माध्यम हो गया है, जिसमें बहुत से लोग OTT पे देखते हैं, और बहुत सी फिल्में जो बनती हैं उनको आज OTT के ऊपर भी उनका रिलीज़ होता है। पहले थिएटर में होता है, फिर OTT में होता है, और उससे जो मुझे तो लगता है कि कंटेंट क्रिएशन भारत में बढ़ा है। इनफैक्ट जो बड़े बड़े OTT प्लेयर हैं, कोई 5,000 करोड़ खर्च कर रहा है, कोई 10,000 करोड़ खर्च कर रहा है, तो इस तरह का कंटेंट क्रिएशन में जो खर्चा है वो पहले कभी भारत में नहीं हुआ है। और आज परिस्थिति ये है कि जो भी काम करने वाले हैं सबको एक दो शिफ्ट में काम करना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि काम बहुत अधिक है, और हम चाहते हैं कि इसी तरह से जो है देश में कंटेंट क्रिएशन की वृद्धि होती रहे।
So you appealed to the industry for self-regulation, saying that there are some murmurs about foul language being used on OTT. And so what are your expectations broadly, so that it really is a soft touch sort of a thing, and such that, okay.
I was referring to a case which recently happened in Delhi, in the High Court also commented on that, and then we had to take that up. But it is a self-regulatory mechanism, and as I also mentioned in my speech, that most of the industry is doing very well, and we have received, अभी तक हमारे पास केवल एक ही complaint आई है आज तक, जो we have received only one complaint in the ministry, and rest everything is being tackled with the self-regulatory first stage or the second stage.
सर स्मूथली रनिंग। थैंक यू।